What's your expectation for Sidney Crosby the next few years? Are we expecting a steep decline? I think he still has a lot of good hockey left.
Yeah, I think he does too. And it's funny, a few years ago, we might have been more likely to predict a steep decline. But I think just seeing the way offense has changed in the game and just the way Crosby has stayed so steady the last few seasons, I'm actually more optimistic now. He played every game this season. Sidney Crosby, who often has his load managed a little bit, has had some, of course, lots of concussion scares in the past, usually misses a few games a year, played 82 games this year, 93 points. But more importantly, think about what Alex Ovechkin, his forever counterpart, is doing. Ovechkin's 2 years older than Sidney Crosby.
Mm.
Think about what Joel Pavelski is doing right now in the playoffs for the Dallas Stars. He's 3 years older than Sidney Crosby. So when you factor in that there are other players who are significantly older, still doing great things, and then you mix in the fact that Sidney Crosby is an all-time great player, arguably a top 5 player of all time. And yes, I think we still have I don't know, 3-4 years of well above average hockey from Sidney Crosby, and him still being, he's not a first round pick in fantasy anymore, but I think he's still a top 20-ish asset. And I think he can stay at that level for a few more seasons.
Yeah, look, the thing about with Crosby here, it's like this is a guy that there was some concern that maybe his career was going to be over. Like almost a decade ago, of all the injuries he was having and all the concussions, but he's been able to stay healthy for the most part, enough to play most of each season. He played 82 games this year for the first time since 2018, and he almost hit 100 points this year for a team that missed the playoffs. It's like, I think he's just so underrated, and part of that is for as good as he was, and obviously the competition for Ovechkin, here comes Connor McDavid, and he steals all the spotlight. But Crosby's still one heck of a player to be putting up these points like this. So I expect, he's going to be doing it for a couple of years. And